तर या इकडे, इथं बस, इथं या. सुरुवात करा. सुरूच सुरूच करा. वाटतील हळूहळू.
ते गाणं मला खूप आवडतं.
सुप्रभात. उपस्थित सर्व सहकारी, आजच्या कार्यक्रमाचे अध्यक्ष माननीय प्राचार्य हत्तार सर, कार्यक्रमाचे प्रमुख पाहुणे आणि व्याख्याते आदरणीय सुभाषराव बागवडे सर, महाविद्यालयाचे डीन जेगावकर सर आणि सर्व विभाग प्रमुख, IKC कोऑर्डिनेटर, महाविद्यालयाचे रजिस्ट्रार सुरवसे सर आणि उपस्थित सर्व सहकारी बंधू भगिनी आणि विद्यार्थी मित्र हो. आज रयत शिक्षण संस्थेच्या एका थोर अशा ज्यांनी हे रोपटं वाढवलं, खरं तर रुजवलं आणि वाढवलं, अशा रयत माऊली स्वर्गीय सौभाग्यवती लक्ष्मीबाई भाऊराव पाटील यांची पुण्यतिथी आहे. 1993चा जन्म म्हणजे आता 91 वर्ष त्यांची पुण्यतिथी आपण साजरी करत आहोत. या लक्ष्मीबाई पाटील यांचं योगदान आणि एकूणच त्यांचा एकूण आयुष्यपट हा खूपच असा आदर्श आहे. सावित्रीबाई फुले किंवा कस्तुरबा गांधी अशा त्याबद्दल बऱ्याच ठिकाणी बऱ्याच वेळा आपण ऐकतो, पण विद्यार्थ्यांसाठी लक्ष्मीबाई पाटील यांच्याबद्दल ऐकणं, त्यांचा जीवनपट जाणून घेणं हे फार महत्वाचं आणि गरजेचं आहे. कारण त्या सामान्यपणे लक्ष्मीबाई पाटील भाऊराव पाटलांच्या घरी आल्या आणि
तिथला आवाज कमी करा.
शिंके सर तुमचं व्हिडिओ बंद करा आणि ऑडिओ इको येतोय. शिंके सर
करतो
व्हिडिओ चालतो पण त्यांचा प्रश्न आहे. तर रयत माऊली
बंद केला की मी
कर्मवीर अण्णांच्या चित्रामध्ये काही ठिकाणी त्यांचा उल्लेख आलेला आहे, परंतु खूप छोटं आयुष्य रयत मौलीला लाभलं आणि 30 मार्च 1930 ला रयत मौलींचं निधन झालं. त्या खरं तर आजारानं आणि पोटदुखीच्या आजारानं वारल्या, परंतु त्या अशा वेळी वारल्या की रयत शिक्षण संस्थेला त्यांची खूप आवश्यकता होती आणि त्यांच्या जर आयुष्य त्यांना आणखी मिळालं असतं तर रयत शिक्षण संस्था आणखीन एका उच्च टप्प्यावर गेली असती. कारण कर्मवीर अण्णांची इच्छा गरिबांना शिक्षण देणं, खेडोपाड्यात शिक्षण पोहोचवणं आणि सर्व वंचितांच्या पर्यंत ही शिक्षण गंगा पोहोचवणं, यासाठी कर्मवीर अण्णा पूर्णपणे झोकून देऊन आपल्या कामात मग्न होते. त्यावेळी त्यांनी बोर्डिंग मध्ये आणलेली मुलं इतर गोष्टी लक्ष्मीबाई पाटील यांच्यावरच पडली आणि लक्ष्मीबाई पाटील यांनी ती अगदी शेवटच्या श्वासापर्यंत पती इच्छा म्हणून किंवा एक आदर्श पत्नी म्हणून आणि आता मी बागोडे स्पिरिच्युअल पार्टनर म्हणून कर्मवीर अण्णांच्या स्पिरिच्युअल पार्टनर म्हणून सुभाषराव बागवडे शिवाजी म्हणून 2007 ला निवृत्त झाले. बागवडे सर इंग्रजीचे प्राध्यापक आहेत. रयत शिक्षण संस्थेमधील सर्व शिक्षक आणि संस्थेचे बागवडे सर एक लेखक, इंग्रजीचे जाणकार प्राध्यापक म्हणून माहिती आहेत. बागवडे सरांच्या विषयी विशेष म्हणजे बागवडे सर हे आपल्या महाविद्यालयाचे इंग्रजीचे पहिले प्राध्यापक 1983 सालीपासूनचे होते आणि इथं पडलेलं प्रत्येक काम इंग्रजीच्या संदर्भातलं अध्यापन असो किंवा मग इंग्रजी संदर्भात महाविद्यालयाच्या कार्यालयीन काही कामं असतील तर ती गोपाळ सरांच्या कालावधीत आणि त्याच्यानंतर सुद्धा बऱ्याच वेळा त्यांनी केलेली आहेत. बागवडे सरांना आपल्या महाविद्यालयामध्ये आपण प्रमुख पाहुणे म्हणून बऱ्याचदा बोलवलेलं आहे आणि त्यांनी वेगवेगळ्या विषयावर व्याख्यानं दिली आहेत. आज अशा या पॅन्डेमिक सिच्युएशन मध्ये वयाच्या 75व्या वर्षी घराच्या बाहेर पडून महाविद्यालयात येणे आणि व्याख्यान देण्यास तयार होणे ही खरं तर अवघड गोष्ट होती. पण बागवडे सरांनी मी तिथे गेल्यानंतर एक क्षणाचाही विलंब लावला नाही आणि मला सांगितले की कर्मवीरांना किंवा रयत मौली यांच्याविषयी बोलायला कोणी सांगितलं तर मी नाही म्हणू शकत नाही. म्हणजे ही एक रयत संस्कृतीमधली महत्वाची बाब आहे की जो या संस्कृतीत वाढला तो कायम या संस्कृतीशी आदरभावानं चिकटून राहिला. म्हणजे काही लोक असतात वेगवेगळ्या प्रलोभनानं वेगवेगळ्या गोष्टीनं काही गोष्टी करत असतात, परंतु सच्चा रयत सेवक हा कर्मवीरांना आणि रयत मौली यांच्याविषयी मनातून श्रद्धा आदरभाव बाळगून असतो आहे आणि बागवडे सर हे त्याचं एक अगदी आदर्श उदाहरण आहे असं मी मानतो. बागवडे सरांचं आणि माझं एक वेगळं नातं आहे. आम्ही दोघे तर गाववाले आहोतच, परंतु सर माझे मेंटर आहेत आणि त्यांनी या माझ्या विनंतीला आणि प्राचार्य सरांच्या विनंतीला मान देऊन आमचं निमंत्रण स्वीकारलं आणि आज ते आपल्यामध्ये रयत मौली विषयी त्यांचे विचार मांडायला आलेले आहेत. आपण त्यांचं व्याख्यान ऐकायला उत्सुक आहोत. तर मी बागवडे सरांना विनंती करतो की त्यांनी रयत मौली स्वर्गीय सौभाग्यवती लक्ष्मीबाई पाटील यांच्याविषयी आपले विचार मांडावेत. बागवडे सर. सरांनी मराठी इंग्रजी, कारण इंग्रजी प्राध्यापक असल्यामुळं फ्लुएंटली इंग्रजी बोलत राहतात ते आणि मग त्यांनी कुठल्याही याच्यात बोलावं अशी विनंती करतो.
प्रिन्सिपल Dr. staff members of this college, my friend Professor Godbole, and the students of this college who perhaps have been experiencing the entire matter on online, and all those teachers, all those workers who have been witnessing this particular lecture, particular function. I am really fortunate enough to have a say of my own on Saubhagyavati Lakshmibai Patil, honorable wife of Dr. Karmel Bhaura Patil, a spiritual partner who happened to be a sole companion throughout his life. Throughout his life, I say, because she died in 1930, no doubt. But Karmel Bhaura happened to remember her till his death. Everywhere, in all the letters that he happened to write to the others in Maharashtra, everywhere he has mentioned that I could haven't been successful in my mission if my wife would not have been there. This is what Lakshmibai Patil has done for his mission and done for all of us. Rai Shikshan Sanstha is one of the best educational institutions in the country of India. Also, I would say in this Asian continent. The Sanstha, founded by Karmel Bhaura Patil in 1919 at Kale, has made a tremendous progress on all fronts of education. Education is not simply learning, reading, not simply having some kinds of prosperous life as such through what we earn, but education is a sort of intellectual discipline, a sort of physical discipline too, that happens to shape, happens to build the character of the student or the character of the teacher concerned. Karmel Bhaura Patil made tireless efforts to make a long drawn out parade all over Maharashtra. And this work of his is essentially significant. Had he not been there, perhaps, had he not been there, perhaps, had his work not been there, perhaps, we all couldn't have been over here. And that's a fact. Professor Narhar Kurundekar, in one of his learned articles, has said, has written that he was the first person to launch the program for the education of the masses in the state of Maharashtra. He was the first person to embrace the untouchables and bring them to his boarding house. He is the first person and the last person, perhaps, who gave a kind of spur, a kind of push to the Ambedkarite movement. Dr. Ambedkar's movement couldn't have been that much successful. Dr. Ambedkar's movement couldn't have been that much effective had not Karmavir embraced the Dalit students from all the quarters of the state. Why it is so? Because Ambedkar's awakening of the society itself depends much upon the students who learned over here in the boarding house, who shaped themselves over here in the boarding house, and were made ready to teach the religion of humanity to all. This is the significant aspect of the contribution of Karmel Bhaura Patil. Narhar Kurundekar further says that had not there been the work of this Karmel Bhaura Patil taken place in this Maharashtra, perhaps the social and political equations could have been pretty different. We could have different kinds of governments. We could have the governments in the form of, I would say, feudal lords, in the form of princes, in the form of kings, etc. But he was the first person to stop all this through this mass movement, mass education movement, and gave a sort of push to the emergence of the new leadership in the state. Had not he been over here, perhaps the leadership could have been in the hands of different communities. Minorities and majorities. That's a kind of conservative struggle, constant struggle. We are least concerned with that. But all these people who have been downtrodden, who have been disadvantaged, and who have been actually uh, unprivileged, had been embraced by Karmai Bhaurao Patil in this educational mission of his. And the most important significant thing is this, that this mission was ably, I would say, given a push to by his wife, that is Saubhagavati Lakshmibai Patil. Lakshmibai Patil today is not much read about, not much spoken about. Who is much read about? Dr. Karmel Bhaurao Patil is much read about. Who is much discussed about? Bhaurao Patil is discussed much about. But this woman is not much discussed. But we do not know what kind of sacrifice, what kind of personal sacrifice, what kind of sacrifice of the comfort, pleasures, lifelong she happened to contribute to the mission of this husband of ours. In this sense, I say, she was not only the partner, but the spiritual partner. She had really, she had really been one with the mission. Different kinds of, I would say, anecdotes about her life prove this fact in a very supreme way. Let me tell you, who was this? Dr. Pasai Patil, in one of his articles, says that my mother was a staunch supporter of my father's work. When she was, and Vaikuntha Patil, they're staying at Satara Road. Lakshmibai Patil had good, close relations with all the neighbors. She would help them all. But who was this Lakshmibai Patil? How she happened to come to Aitodekar Patil's family? Here, the interesting anecdote must be given. For Karmel Bhaurao Patil, in those days, this bride was fixed by Karmavir's mother Gangabai. And this Gangabai happened to choose 12 to 30 years old Alakka from Kumbhosh, her maternal village. And thus Adakka happened to enter as a Lakshmi in this Patil's family, Aitodekar Patil's family. This is very interesting moment, very significant moment in the life of Karmel Bhaurao Patil. Further, Bhaurao Patil, so to say, what was he doing at the time? He had gone through so many crucial things, so many, I would say, obstacles, so many calamities, so many catastrophes. He was simply, first of all, helped by Shahu Maharaj. But he was the close follower, close disciple of Mahatma Phule, who had deposed before Hunter Commission and had made a demand that all should be given compulsory education. This is a kind of history, a background that this work of Karmel Bhaurao Patil has. And this work has the strong basis of his partner, that is Lakshmibai Bhaurao Patil. And this fact is lost sight of. We simply, I would say, give lectures after lectures, speeches after speeches, after how Karmavir was great. But in my opinion, she was the shadow of Karmavir. If Karmavir was the Sahyadri, yes, she was the shadow of the Sahyadri. And that's a fact. So when she got married in 1911, And when she entered this family, an interesting anecdote happened. At that time, Paigunda Patil, Karmavir's father, was working as a clerk in the Koregaon Revenue Department. He was a clerk. And once some guests happened to come to see him, Paigunda Patil thought that some feast must be given to all these guests. So the feast was arranged. At that time, Lakshmibai was at the home itself. She was in this family itself. And Bhaurao also happened to sit there over along with the guests. And they all were being served meals. Who was serving the meals? Lakshmibai was serving the meals. Just casually, a guest asked. What did he ask? Very typical question he asked. By the by, what your son is doing nowadays? Bhaurao, what he is doing nowadays? The question was whether he was employed, whether he is employed, whether he is having some kind of business, private business, etc. Upon that, Paigunda, the father of Karmevir Patil, simply said very loudly, he does nothing, absolutely nothing. He simply eats at home and roams all along the lanes of the Koregaon, the town. He is of no use at all. At this time, Lakshmibai Patil was serving the meals. And this answer of Paigunda Patil really hurt her. And at the very same time, she was serving Bhaurao. And her eyes were full of tears. And some tears fell upon the hands of Karmveer. Bhaurao didn't like it at all. He got embarrassed. He got infuriated. And in a huff, he rose up. And without informing anybody, he straightway went outside somewhere. Nobody knew about it. Informing nobody actually. He came straightway to Kolhapur. And he met Atmaram Pant Ogle. Ogle, perhaps you know very well. We people know Ogle very much because we used to purchase the Ogle glasses or lanterns, etc. In olden times. And that factory now is no more there at Oglewadi. It has got totally collapsed and nobody's functioning. It is not functioning at all. Nobody's working over there. And there Atmaram Pant Ogle gave him his employment of salary ₹5. And he advised him that he also encouraged him that you should work over here. I will give you some kind of work in my glass factory, which is coming out great soon. And the glass factory was opened and Karmveer Bhaurao Patil was appointed as the sales organizer of the glass lamps. Atmaram Pant Ogle blew the first glass lamp in Maharashtra. And Karmveer Bhaurao Patil sold the first glass lamp in Maharashtra. I don't know why, but Karmveer Bhaurao Patil had a sort of great love and great, I would say, affection, I would say great liking for industries. We now today, all of us think about skilling business, etc., skills, etc. The skills had already been taught by Karmveer Bhaurao Patil. Not only the mental skills, physical skills too. So he had a great sort of, I would say, a urge for starting industry, doing some kind of work related to industry as such. And here he worked at Atmaram Pant Ogle's industry. He left there after some time. Then again he came to Kirloskarwadi. And with Kirloskar, Lakshmarao Kirloskar, he started working. This was all the effect of what? The tears of Lakshmibai Patil. Tears from where the decisive history, you see, in the world itself. Decisive history. What history it is? Sita's tears created the Ramayana. Draupadi's tears created the Mahabharata. But Lakshmibai's tears raised the race sections. And that's the important thing to remember. Here is the most important base of contribution that this Lakshmibai happened to render to this work. So after working at Kirloskar's, actually, just I will give you some more information about this, because unless you will follow all this, we shall not be able to have a clear picture of that great woman. She was modern in approach and modern in outlook. Today's ladies even are not that much modern. She gave, I say it because she was the first woman to embrace all these boys coming from different strata, different castes, different creeds, different social classes, and embrace them all. So herein lies the very significance of her achievement, significance of her work. So this, after working at Kirloskar's, he demanded some more amount should be given to me, some profit of your factory should also be offered to me so that I can start my educational work somewhere. Then Kirloskar, Lakshmibai Kirloskar straightway refused it and said, education is not my concern at all. You can leave me. That is what happened. And he left Kirloskar and came to Satara Road. Again, he was having the thoughts about whom some kind of industry must I enter so that I can earn more and more money and can do something for the voice of the poor. This is what really the history is. But we people are not aware of it. And this Karmavir, when he came to Satara Road, he said to this, our Cooper, Danjisha Cooper at that time was there. He was the Prime Minister of Bombay State in those times. They were Prime Minister of Bombay State. There was Bombay State in olden times. And this Danjisha Cooper had deliberately invited Balasaheb Thackeray's father, Prabodhankar Thackeray, to Satara Road, and he wanted to open a press for Prabodhankar Thackeray. So Prabodhankar Thackeray was also there at Satara Road, and he wanted to open a press. But Prabodhankar had his own history. He was a great thinker and great writer too. So that Prabodhankar Thackeray was at Satara Road at the time. And Karmveer Rao Patil at the time, yes, he straightway started working with this Cooper, taking clear-cut assurance from Cooper that you must give me some profit, 2 anna share at least, from the profit of your factory, so that I can do something for the poor boys. Karmveer worked. He set up the factory for this Cooper. He also called his friends from Kirloskar and set up the factory. The iron plows began to get produced. Iron plows began to be sold. And iron plows were sold in less price than what Kirloskar was selling. And these plows became very much popular all over Maharashtra. And when the year or 2 were over, he asked, Karmveer Rao Patil asked, just give me the profit amount so that I can do something for the boys. Upon that, the fellow said, we are not earning for this sake. Education is not at all in my mind at all. I won't give you any kind of single penny even. And at this, he got infuriated, became angry, and totally he went straightway to his own home. The rifle was there. He took the rifle, straightway rushed to Cooper's. He wanted to shoot Cooper. But for Thackeray's presence, Prabodhankar Thackeray at the time actually pacified Karmveer Rao Patil. And so your Cooper was saved. Otherwise, perhaps the history could have been different. So this all was happening before whose eyes, who saw all this? Lakshmibai Patil. So she knew what kind of mission my husband is actually performing. This is the crux of the life of this Saubhagyavati Lakshmibai Patil. And then, After all, when this was not, no amount was given to him, he straightway came to Satara. Yes. And he started his tuition business, etc. And soon he founded the institution. He founded the boarding over here also. But the boarding was a very, very crude form. It was in Somorpet, in the double-story building where Dr. Anil Patil actually stays. That was the boarding. There this pair, this couple lived, Bhaurao Patil and this Saubhagati Lakshmibai Bhaurao Patil. And they still, she also happened to witness one thing. I must tell it to you. In 1925, yes, 27, Mahatma Gandhi had happened to visit this Chhatrapati boarding house, Shahu boarding house. And Saubhagati Karma Lakshmibai Bhaurao Patil must have seen all that. Mahatma Gandhi inaugurating the boarding, Mahatma Gandhi making a speech, etc. So she knew and she saw everything in her lifetime, what her husband was doing. At that time, he was only Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. He was not Mahatma Gandhi. But Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi at the time gave a sort of honor to his work and named that boarding as Chhatrapati Shahu boarding, which is in branch number 1 today in Dhaneni Shiva. And the boarding was started. And this boarding is the real foundation of Maharashtra's educational progress, educational vista. All education, that whatever we see in Maharashtra today, happens to have sprung up from where? From this Chhatrapati.
मुलं पण जॉईन झाले का?
Hope I am audible,
You are audible.
not visible.
You are also visible.
Achha, achha.
We all are one of the students' mother was talking now. She joined and
Okay.
madam खाली mute आले थे करना. नवीन join झाले की होते.
You continue, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, okay. So the boarding, Shahu boarding, is the real, I would say, monument, real monument of the Right Section Samstha's work. A real monument also, I would say, of Saubhagati Lakshmibai Patil. Because she stayed there, she worked along with the boys, she taught the boys, she inspired the boys, and she pushed them to go on learning so that her husband would get sort of satisfaction and joy. She actually inspired them to work further and also take education further. She fed them all. She fed them all. She herself cooked many a time. And she loved those all little angels of the boarding house. Because of her care and because of her caution and because of her adventure, I would say, because she was a Jain lady, very strict rules she had to observe, rites and rituals of the Jainism. But she became very liberal afterwards. This was because of the boys she loved. This was because of Bhaurao's influence. And Bhaurao was waiting for this very same moment where he saw that his wife is now working well with boys, teaching them, feeding them, and she loves them like her own children. He became the happiest person in the world at the time. This is the thing, the history that we have to always look back and shape ourselves. This kind of legacy of the Samstha, legacy of Maharashtra itself, legacy of all of us. So this Saubhagati Lakshmibai Bhaurao Patil further worked. Many anecdotes can be given over here. Yes. Anecdote, for example, of Appalal Sheikh. Anecdote, for example, Gadibhai Attar. Anecdote regarding, for example, many like Tukaram Mane, Nana Sahib Mane, Shankar Kamble, Mohiti, all Dalit students. Yes. Then further, I would say this Baba Bobade, for example. All these students at the time lived in the hostel, lived in the boarding house, and they were taken care of well by whom? By this Lakshmi Bhava. So this was a little, I would say, little thing, little spring. But the spring took the shape of the sea itself. Spring took the shape of the large sea. And this large sea is itself the Red Section Society. So all of us must be proud, not only of Karmavir's contribution to this Maharashtrian state itself, but also be proud of what this woman has done for him, done for his work. She is not only the partner, she is sole companion who actually strove well to bring into reality this Karmavir's mission. That is why we people celebrate this 10th anniversary. Yes. On the Amavasya day, before the day before the Padava. This also has a kind of history behind it. Gadibhai Attar, I must give you some, because he happened to come to my place even. In those days, he would go for a long walk and he would come back and he would just knock my door. I would be sleeping at the time. Hey, Azun Soplace, what? So he would come. The people were different. Hardam Shankar Mune, for example, or Patil, for example, all these people were quite different. And they were shaped by this Bhaurav Patil and this Vahini. So, Gani Attar was not given a meal because of his indisciplined behavior by the boarding secretary, Mr. Bhingar Devi. Mr. Bhingar Devi from Vita. Yes, and this Bhingar Devi was honored by Mahatma Gandhi with the, I would say, got this garland. Mahatma Gandhi himself put the garland around the neck of this Bhingar Devi because he stood first in Sanskrit, a Dalit Mang student. That was in 1925. And other students also made the history. Everybody of the times went to foreign countries. Shankara Mune went over there. Gani Attar, he went to I would say, Edinburgh. This Munubari was to London, for example. Bobode was to America, Germany. He opened a tanning factory. So all past students became great ones, but they never forgot this Lakshmibai, their mother. So Gani Attar once upon a time was given a kind of work of stuffing. आपण काय म्हणतो त्याला धाव असते ना धाव विहिरीची and that ground that was to be leveled and that work was given to Gani. But Gani was in some different kind of work in the city itself, so he couldn't be present over there. On this account, Mr. Bhingar Devi, at the time the secretary of this boarding house, denied him the food. Didn't give the meals at all. And he felt hungry and hungry and hungry. Yes. He couldn't sleep even. So he asked his friend, Mr. Lokhande, yes, come over here and please bring some opium. Afu. And he purchased some opium. And Gani devoured it. Again, he thought, no, this is not sufficient. Yes, I must have some more. Because, and again, he asked Lokhande to bring some more opium. And when he ate it, devoured it, and he totally fell unconscious. This news happened to reach Lakshmibai Patil. At the time, she was pregnant. But the lady, she straightway walked 2 kilometers to the old civil hospital in Satar and sat by the side of Gani Attar. One more student was having a severe temperature, running high temperature, and she sat by him. At the time, she received a telegram from Kumbhoj. Yes, that her mother was serious. But she did not leave that bed where that sick boy was actually lying. After Karmair Bhaurav Patil came back from his tours, she left the room And then she went to her maternal village, that is Kamboj, to see her mother. Nobody does this. Today in modern times, it's not at all possible. Yes, people are killing the people. Yes, so this is a greatness on the part of this Lakshmibai Patil. And this greatness, we really respect. It's a glory of the Samstha. Don't you think it's a glory?
Yes, it is.
It's a glory. I mean, the thing is, Matthew, the first biographer of Kanwar Bhavana Patil, he says, such an act of crowning sacrifice it is, act of crowning sacrifice, needed to be showered by the gods. Gods must shower the flowers over this woman. This kind of sacrifice it was, noble sacrifice. And today we see that this Samstha is having this very, very, very sound and secure foundation. Not only secure and sound, but secular foundation, which is actually the result of the contribution of Karmir Bhavara Patil and Saubhagati Lakshmi Bhavana Patil. So that's why I decided to, it's a kind of novel experiment on my part, because generally we speak in Marathi, but I've decided that why should not we speak in English? This English, engineering college, all of us know English. So let's have this kind of new, I would say, experiment. That novel experiment today I'm going to make. Please forgive me for all that. मला मराठी चांगलं येतं. Yes. चांगलं मी लिहितोही मराठी, चांगलं बोलतोही मराठी. But I wanted to make this experiment. So this is what this Lakshmibai Bhavana Patil was. So it can be said that we must salute, I would say, salute this great sacrifice. Let me tell you one thing. Some such women, we can just have the examples of. For example, Mayabai Karve, Dhundokesha Karve. Yes. She also helped Dhundokesha Karve in his work. Yes. Janaka. Yes, Veera Shande's sister. She also made a significant contribution to his ideal thinking. And this Lakshmibai Patil also just had a large share, yes, in the total achievement of the Samstha itself. So I respect her memory, I pay tribute to her memory, and I say a few words at the very end of this very speech that you may have liked or may not like it. Just I would say it. It's here. A little over a decade ago, I had written a poem about Lakshmibai Bhavana Patil, which was published in Kesari or some newspaper, that I will be giving here, reading over here, as a conclusion of this great tribute that we have been all trying to give to this great lady. Yes. And, a sort of statement that I had made while I was given the work by the Samstha itself to prepare the manuscript, pamphlet on Lakshmibai Bhavana Patil in English. That piece, which I happened to prepare, and Dr. Anil Patil was there, and he just asked me to just write that and please show it to me. And at that time I had written it. So just two pieces I would read out to you and come to the conclusion. Okay. Yes, it is here somewhere. So first of all, that English that I happen to have taken from my preface. So Lakshmibai occupied a unique place in the life and work of her husband, Karmavir Bhavana. She was indeed a modern woman in her outlook and approach. She hesitated a bit in the beginning, but afterwards, regardless of the conservatives and their views, gave her lifetime dauntlessly for the social and educational mission of her husband, Karmavir. She looked after the boarding inmates, inspired and encouraged them to go on with their education as Karmavir had intended. She did everything for the little angels, She sacrificed her gold ornaments, nearly 90 tolas, for the development and for the expenses of the boarding. She sacrificed her gold ornaments, her pleasures, happiness, nay, her life totally for them. The welfare of the kids was the sole aim of her life. It was her true religion. This was what Lakshmibai Bhaurao Patil was. And she actually gave every ornament piece to be pawned so that expenditure could be run. Whenever there was no money on Karmavir, he would come and ask for some kind of ornament in a very mellifluous way. Atishay good house. In a very mellifluous voice, he would say to his wife, "Yes, please give me that." And she would give the ornament, gold ornament, and he would pawn it. Pawn it means he would pawn it and take some money. This way, total 90 tolas were pawned, and he would assure his wife, "Yes, I would release all those." But he never released them, and no ornament happened to be received by his wife. This is a kind of sacrifice. Now today, I would say 10 grams, 5 grams, 2 grams, even you people are not ready to part with, right? This is a great sacrifice. So this is what she was. And lastly, रेत माऊली नावाची कविता आहे. निराधार पोरक्यांचे श्वास झालीस तू, निराधार पोरक्यांचे श्वास झालीस तू, भाऊ रावांना वाट पुसत अंधार पुसून टाकलास तू. जातीपातींचा अंधार, पतभेदांचा अंधार, पंतभेदांचा अंधार, संस्कृतीचा विषमतोल तुझ्या पुढे नमून गेला. एका काळोख्या शतकाचा भवताल बाजूला सारताना स्वतःच उजेडाची वाट होऊन गेलीस तू. चिमण्या पंखाला बोल दिलीस तू. पहाटेच्या क्षितिजावरचा ज्ञानसूर्य त्यांच्या हातात दिलास. खरंच आभाळाची माय झालीस तू. नव्या युगाची तेजोमय गुढी झालीस तू उद्याची. थँक्यू. Much time?
40 minutes.
Okay.
More than 40.
That's the capacity to listen to.
मारू?
हे करूया पुस्तक घेऊन सत्व. हे पुस्तक माझ्या इथं आहे ते 13 प्रॉफिट म्हणून.
The prophet. Khalil Gibran. I remember peace program Khalil Gibran. आता हे बंद केलेलं तुम्ही. चालू आहे बरं असं ठीक आहे.
पुस्तक आहे पुस्तक सत्कार होतील सगळ्यांसमोर.
Khalil Gibranचे हे आहे की जे I really liked it. I had read it years ago. Your Gatte's Sufferings of the Young Werther. This novel is a very beautiful one. And this Prophet, the Madman, for example, and all these books we happened to read years ago. So there is a quotation from this Khalil Gibran, and it's a very beautiful one. It's Prophet. Yes. Yes. ठीक आहे.
माऊली सौ लक्ष्मीबाई भाऊराव पाटील यांच्या 51व्या पुण्यतिथीनिमित्त शिवाजी कॉलेजचे निवृत्त प्राचार्य बागवडे सर यांनी आपल्या सर्वांना त्यांच्या जीवनकार्याबद्दल माहिती दिली आणि त्या संदर्भात व्याख्यान दिलं. त्याबद्दल महाविद्यालयाच्या वतीने मी त्यांचा आभार व्यक्त करतो आणि प्राचार्यांना विनंती करतो की त्यांनी त्यांचा सत्कार करा.
फोटो कोण घेतो? फोटो सगळे येतात का? कोणतरी सुरक्षित असताना घ्या. फोटो घे. तर इकडे या सगळे.
या सर, तुम्ही आता पाहू.
मॅडम या इकडं.
हो सर तुम्ही बघा.
या. करा इकडे या. येते मला वाटतं. विशाल सगळे येतात ना आता? हं.
Thank you.
थँक्यू व्हेरी मच.
Oh,
आता सर येणार.